Chattahoochee Technical College 2018 Gold Finalist, a smiling man wearing a lab coat and a stethoscope.
Hey, what's up everyone? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marsellis and I'm a junior at Chattahoochee Technical College, majoring in nursing and a Douglas County resident. I have an outgoing personality and I'm extremely dedicated towards my goal. But what sets me apart from others is I'm a 21-year veteran of the United States Army. I'm passionate about my family and helping others through healthcare. When I'm not working towards my ASN, you can find me spending time with my kids, playing with my dogs, and watching sports. Now, here's a little more about me and why I should be chosen as this year's gold recipient.
He dances down a hall. Text Marsellis Tubbs.
Hello everyone and welcome. Man, I really wanted to see that video. Should have had a screen back there.
He stands at a lectern.
You know, life rarely goes as you plan, and that has certainly been the case for me. After I graduated high school, I attended Kentucky State University on a scholarship, and I majored in nursing. And I remember my mother being so proud. I was the first person in my family to attend college. But my first year of school, I wasn't focused like I should have been, and I lost that scholarship. I realized that I had thrown away a perfect opportunity for me to further my education. You see, my mother was a single parent with 4 kids. She worked hard just to put food on the table, so she couldn't afford to pay for my school. But I knew I had to do something, so I decided to join the Army. Now, the plan was for me to go into the Army for 18 months, get the benefits, get out, and complete my education on the GI Bill. But life took a different direction. You see, during this time, and as the result of a dead-end relationship, I became the father of 2 boys. And although I love my boys, you could say I was a hands-off father. I would send money home every month on an allotment, and I would only visit on occasion, mostly when I was home on leave because their mother and I had separated. And when my boys were very young, their mother became addicted to drugs, and I didn't have a clue. I was that hands-off. In fact, the money that I was sending home was used to finance her habits, and my boys suffered, and they suffered a lot. The man she chose as a living boyfriend physically, mentally, and sexually abused my boys. This was extremely difficult for me because at the time, I was stationed over in Korea, so I couldn't get back to them in time, but I knew I had to do something.
Takes mic from stand.
My boys were taken away from their mother and placed in foster care, and it was at that moment that I knew that although I hadn't been the father that I should have been, that I would do whatever it takes to provide for and protect my boys. So my commitment to the Army quickly changed because at that point, it became more important for me to be financially secure. So going back to school was placed on the back burner.
Stands next to lectern.
I was eventually granted what they call compassionate reassignment to my home state of Kentucky. And being stationed at Fort Knox, I was closer to home and closer to my boys, and I had the support of family members. And it was a long journey with the Cabinet for Human Resources, but I was eventually granted custody of my boys, and I learned to be the father that had never been to my 6- and 8-year-olds. I loved them, I nurtured them. Sometimes I overcompensated, but I taught them to be respectful and responsible. I knew it was most important that I prayed for my boys because they had been exposed to so much at such young ages, and I knew statistically where they were to end up. And that was in a gang, in prison, or dead. But for them, life took a different direction. So as I stand before you guys today, I'm proud to say that both my boys are attending college in Kentucky at the same time I'm attending college here at CTC. Right. I'm recently retired with 21 years of active duty service, and it wasn't an easy decision for me to attend college, especially at my age. I'll be 46 in a few weeks, and life has already happened to me. I retired. I'm from the military, from a combat MOS.
Swallows.
Excuse me. That was at lunch. I was a single parent of 2 boys in the military, so I'm now an empty nester. So you may be wondering, why school now? Why are you here? Why at CTC? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm doing this for my mother because she's 70 years old, she's getting up in age, and there's still a little boy inside of me that just wants to make her proud. I'm doing this for my boys because as I get older, I want them to be able to continue to draw inspiration from me. And I'm doing this for me because I'm no quitter. I'm working really hard to finish what I started many years ago. Life rarely goes as you plan it, and I'm just thankful now to be on track. I'm thankful for the wonderful staff and faculty here at CTC. Those guys work really hard. No knock on any other campus, but those guys at the Paulding campus, they are working hard day and night to teach me how to be the nurse that I'm destined to be. My name is Marsellis Tubbs. This is my story, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for listening. Thank you.
He replaces the mic and walks away.